Filing an order of civil protection can be a difficult decision. There's a lot to consider, and the process can seem daunting. Understanding each stage of the protection order, from how to file to how you're actually protected, can go a long way to helping you feel comfortable with the process. These are the 4 stages to a civil protection order, or CPO. The first stage is to file the paperwork and be present at the same-day hearing. All the necessary paperwork for a civil protection order is available in person at the Domestic Relations Court. It is also available on the court's website. After completing the petition, it must be reviewed by court personnel who will make sure all necessary documents are completed. You must then submit the completed petition and accompanying documents to the clerk of courts, where a judge and case number is assigned. An emergency hearing called an ex parte hearing is then held the same day in front of a judge or magistrate. Only you, the petitioner, is present for this hearing. At the ex parte hearing, you must testify to the type of abuse that has happened recently or in the past. Based on this testimony, the judge or magistrate will determine whether or not to grant a civil protection order. If the order is granted, a second hearing called a full hearing is set for 7 to 10 days later. The second stage of a civil protection order starts after this first day. Once the civil protection order is issued at the ex parte hearing, the defendant, also called the respondent, will be served with the paperwork either from the sheriff or by certified mail. Both the petitioner and the respondent are expected to appear at the full hearing in front of the judge or magistrate. At the full hearing, both parties will have the opportunity to choose to go to trial or to enter into a consent agreement domestic violence protection order. This is an enforceable order where the terms and conditions are agreed upon by both parties. Both parties must agree on how to proceed. The third stage is the trial. If no agreement is reached, the case will go to trial. The judge or magistrate will determine, based on a preponderance of the evidence, whether to issue a full hearing domestic violence civil protection order called a DVCPO. The fourth and final stage to a civil protection order is bringing it to an end. A civil protection order can expire after the determined length. If either the petitioner or the respondent want to change the order during the term, they must file a motion to modify or terminate a domestic violence civil protection order or consent agreement order. This form can be found on the court's website. If there is reason to extend the order, a motion to extend the CPO must be filed. No matter your circumstances, filing a civil protection order is an important decision. But rest assured, once you decide to file, the process is straightforward and easy to understand.